up? My name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. And welcome to today's video, which is my September reset, because I did not reset the month when I went into August. And now my life is chaos. So we're gonna get into action, we're gonna get things done, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me in this video, similarly to my other reset videos. If you haven't seen them, I will leave a playlist in the description and the cards for you guys. We are going to talk how August went, and like by August I mean today is the last day of August, so we have a good picture of what happened this month. September goals, then we're going to get into cleaning the office, which is very much needed at this current time. We're not even going to talk about it until we get there. We are also going to talk about planning. I'm going to plan for the month of September, and then we'll get into discussing monthly favorites, and that's going to wrap up the end of this video. So grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's just get started speaking about August and what goals I have for the month of September. Also, feel free to navigate throughout this video if only certain sections of this are what you care about. Let's get cracking. The month of August well and truly did not go the way I have imagined, I guess. August is usually one of my favorite months, but this month August has really been about kind of setting my roots. Usually August is when I prepare to go back to school. However, I am a recent graduate with my bachelor's degree. I am not going back to school this year, and so I have kind of had to, you know, let that sit in my little brain and kind of deal with the fact that I'm not going back to school. So it's been kind of adapting to a work-life balance. I am still very much struggling in that area because I'm exhausted after work and I basically don't do anything. I haven't been reading, and it's not the best vibes, but we're getting there slowly. I have been, however, enjoying my summer. August was the month of going rollerblading, going paddleboarding, doing things with friends, and just kind of having more of a well-balanced social life, which I don't usually do. I'm more of a hermit type of person. I don't have a lot of friends and I like it that way. It is what it is. I work with people every day of the week, and so when my alone time is my alone time, you know what I mean? But I have done some incredible activities, spent a lot of time with my family and my partner's family, which has been very fun for me. But as I said, I've been lacking routine, I've been lacking structure, and we're just going to build off of that in the month of September. So let's talk September goals. My first goal is to read 8 books. I have 10 books on my TBR, my Candyland TBR, which again will be linked in the cards for you guys if you haven't seen it. It's a great TBR, I think, for the month of September. There's a lot of books that I'm anticipating, a lot of books I'm in the mood to read, and so I need to get cracking. I need to read some books. So 8 is the minimum. Ideally, I would like to finish the entirety of my TBR, but if we get to 8, I will be very happy. As I said, I want to get into a more realistic and structured routine that includes the morning and the evening. Right now, just to give you guys an idea, I start work at 8. I do live approximately 4 minutes away from my work, so I wake up at 7:20 and I leave the house at 7:50. So I have a grand total of 30 minutes to myself in the morning, which is not a lot of time. And I need to change that. I need to get up at a more reasonable hour before getting to work so that I have more time for myself. So that's one thing I want to work on. And I also want to incorporate a night routine where I don't go to bed at midnight and have all these strange habits of sitting in front of the TV, not reading, not filming content, not working out. So those are the things I'm slowly going to try and incorporate back into my routine. I also have been slacking with the videos on YouTube in August, and it has hurt my channel and it has hurt me personally because I have been loving making content. So my goal for this month is to make 2 videos a week. Usually I go from 2 to 3. I usually upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So if I get back to at least uploading twice a week, that would be fantastic. I want to go live once by myself. As I said, this is a goal I've had in previous reset videos, but this month was no exception. I got very sick with our little friend, the Panorama. And then there was a water leak in my house, and so I've been feeling stressed, and going live alone also stresses me, so I haven't done it, you know? I gotta own up to it and just kind of do it. I also want to unhaul at least 50 more books. I am getting a lot of books recently, and I need to clear some shelf space. I recently just sold like over 400 books. Love that for me, but the collection needs to dwindle even more, so be on the lookout for some unhaul videos. I know those are some of your favorites. And I also want to invest in decorating my home and revamping my closet. A lot of my clothes doesn't fit me or is very old, and so I need to, you know, revamp a little bit of all of that, and I want to make my home a little bit more cozy for the fall, because for the first time in my life I am so incredibly excited for fall, for Halloween, for spooky season. I'm usually a summer girl through and through, but this year fall has been calling my name, maybe because I'm not going back to school. So those are all the things I want to do and expect of myself in September. If you want to see all of my progress, I will be trying to get back to weekly vlogging as well. So stay tuned, subscribe so you don't miss it, and let's move on to the most fun part of this, which is cleaning, because that's what needs to happen. So let me show you guys what has been happening, the changes that are happening to my office, and yeah, let's go. Let's get into the cleaning portion. Before we begin cleaning, I wanted to let you guys know there will be a second reset video, most likely up by the end or mid-September if things go well, because we are going to be decorating for fall during that video. I have some fun, spoopy and cute decorations that I'm going to be putting up in the office. I also have more of the shelves that I already have in my office. They're like wall shelves, a set of 3 that I need to set up. And also my bunny has now moved areas, and so I have gained some space here, which I will show you guys, but we're essentially going to go and buy another bookshelf, and I have a vision for that, and we are going to set that up together as well, so you can enjoy a fun fall filled, maybe we'll go book shopping as well in that video to kind of reset the TBR, that kind of vibe. That's going to be happening later on in September. Maybe I'll even bring you guys like clothes shopping, apparel shopping with me as well for all things fall. It's just going to be a grand old time, so keep an eye out for that. But essentially right now we just need to get back to the basics, back to zero, and clean. Let me show you the mess. Honestly, I don't even want to show you, because it's like, this is very unlike me. I promise I am a clean person, says the girl with the unmade bed. It needs to be washed. Also, I have a freaking, I have the best shirt. Okay, moving on. So as I said, this area here is where my bunny used to be. We used to have 2 cages. Unfortunately, one of my bunny passed away from old age, so I only have 1 now. And this is all the things I need to like get rid of or move around. But I'm going to have this entire corner space where I'm going to put another bookshelf. Love that for me. And the other shelves I have are like these ones, which it's going to be hard to see with the sun, but it's like these, and they're going to go in this area. So this is going to stay like this until we know where we're putting things. So this is not the area of my office that needs to be worked on. However, we do need to vacuum, because I don't know what my cat did today. Her litter is changed every day, but I don't know, she went ham, and so I need to pick everything up. This is a very concerning space. Essentially, and I'm sorry it's so dark, it's because we're just in front of the windows. I filmed 2 videos yesterday, and most of it is my TBR, so I need to put all these books in one designated area, but I need to clean this up. And then, you know, these have to get recycled. I have a sweater I need to put away, some boxes. These books, some of them need to be hauled. Most of them have already been hauled, and so I need to put them away, but I'm waiting for my shelves, so it's a whole ordeal. These might stay there. And then we need to dust the bookshelves. Make sure all the plants have some water. We're then gonna clean the desk as well. So just as a more significant overview, this chaos is kind of what we're working with. So I'm gonna set you down. I don't know where I'm gonna start, but I'm gonna put on a TV show, and then you can enjoy some B-roll of me attempting, being the key word here, to get my life back together. Love that for me. This is my makeshift candy jar for now. I'm gonna get a spoopy one for the spooky season in my next reset video with you guys, but for now, let's fill her up. What do I have on deck as a person who loves to eat sweets? I have Halloween candies, like little chocolates like this. These are some of my favorite. Same concept of Halloween candies like this, the meagreads box. I have some Airhead mini bars and some Haribo Gold Bears. So let's put something together, shall we? Cleaning is done. Cheers. That took a long time. A very, very long time. And I still have all those stacks of books, but as I said, we're gonna deal with those when the shelves are set up. So, we are on to the planning segment of this video. So, let's do it. Side note, I got one of my most anticipated reads in the mail today, which is What You Were Looking For Is in the Library. It releases on September 5th. I got this early somehow. It is a translated work, very much reminiscent of Before the Coffee Gets Cold meets The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This is a weird shape. Like, I thought this was going to be a regular standard hardback edition, but this is a very tiny hardback. And it feels just like so cute and cozy. This is on the September TBR again if you haven't seen it. Look at this cute little kitty. Isn't this so comforting? Such a vibe. I hope I love this. Stay tuned to see. But let's talk September plans, shall we? Let's do it. This is what August looked like. If you haven't seen me plan before, I'm going to explain it before I just go ahead and do this month's. So as always, the date of the month, this is very reflective, goes on top here. Well, I mean the month, not the date of the month. That made no sense. Red is any bills I have. So like rent is on the 1st of the month. My phone bill is due on the 12th of each month. Any subscriptions I have, everything is on here so that I know when and where my money goes. Newly added is all of my bookish subscriptions. Not all of them renew on the 1st, but a majority of them do. And I can address this in another video, but right now I'm trying out a bunch of different subscriptions so that ideally, most likely mid-fall or when fall wraps up, I will have curated the selection of like subscriptions I think are worth keeping. I'm going to document all of my journey. I've talked about this before. I have started already with the unboxings and giving my first opinions, but I need to keep track of those because some of them are taken on the 1st, others on the 20th. It's a whole thing. I have Blue this month I use to track subscriptions, like subscription boxes that were doing limited edition of books that I wanted to purchase, and luckily enough this month I was able to get all of them, which I know is a privilege. Right now I'm letting myself spend a little bit more money. I'm not always going to be able to buy all of the editions, but this month I was able to get From Lukov with Love, from Fairy Loot, their Mortal Edition, Radiant Curse as well. I got the 7-Year Slip and Brothers Hawthorne, which were like my 4 must-haves. I had a festival I went to this month, a lot of training days at work, and so now we are going to refresh the board and do it all over again, but for September. So I will do this, and one of the ways I track all of like the bookish things is in my actual daily life planner. I can't really show you guys how I use my, let me see if there's any page that's like not confidential. Yeah, there's no names on here. And from far, I'm not gonna show you guys too close, but essentially I highlight my work days and then any activities I host at work or any meetings I have, and then I schedule different things in different colors. For example, different activities I have going on in my life, all those kinds of things. I could show you guys a template if you're interested before I'm writing any confidential information, obviously, because I'm not going to give away anything regarding my patients. I usually only write initials anyways. We can't write full names, but still. But what I was trying to say is that I went through my planner, and this, for example, is 2 months at a glance, and all of the books that are coming out from book subscriptions that I'm interested in or about, I will go in and write when they are, at what time they go on sale, and then I highlight which subscription box it's from. So Fairy Loot is the majority right now. Illumicrate usually send them out a little bit later, and I'm just recently subscribed to Illumicrate. I finally got off the waiting list, so they will get their own color. I put other restocks of other things on Etsy, for example, that I'm anticipating all there, so that when I go in and do my big calendar, I already know. So I'm gonna fill this out, and then we can kind of talk about what is happening in September. voila, here is the finished product. So as I said, on the first of the month I have rent that is always there, unfortunately. And then the subscriptions I am getting for this month. This month I'm thinking of skipping my Owl Cake Jr. But I have Fairy Loot that renews. Illumicrate is already paid because when you join the subscription you have to pay already. And I have Afterlight, and then throughout the month there are some really nice editions that are coming out. There's Sword Catcher by Cassandra Clare. I'm still on the fence on whether or not I'm going to try and attempt to get that that box from Illumicrate. There's a Biblio style restock. If any of you guys were looking for her sweaters, we're going to talk about them later in this video. She is restocking on the 8th, and I am going to try and get my hands on a couple of sweaters. On the 10th, it is the Cowboy Romance curated box by Logan's Library that is coming out with Eternal Embers for general sale. I don't even know if it's gonna make it to general sale, but I'm crossing my fingers it will, because I need that box, and people are reselling books from her previous box for insane amount of money, so I want to get my hands on them. I have a lot of trainings happening mid-month in September for work, so that's kind of what's happening here. I don't have any specific plans for September yet. I don't think I'm gonna do much of anything, and that's a-okay with me. Then on the 18th, if you guys are... Maybe I should start making videos about subscription boxes, like what books are coming out, those things, those kinds of things. Let me know if that would be helpful. There's My Killer Vacation from Fairy Loot. On the 19th, they have the Magic Steeped in Poison duology that's coming. On the 20th, My Fabled Co. and Bookish Box renew. On the 21st, we have Things We Never Got Over, Mortal Edition by Fairy Loot that comes out. You know what? The more I think about it, the more it's a great video idea. I think I'm going to start doing those monthly. Love that for us. And then on the 22nd, there is the Welcome Home box. It's basically a company that does special editions. They are called the Dazzling Bookshop, and they had this beautiful set of TJ Klune books, and I am hoping to get my hands on them. I think they might be hard to get, but I'm gonna try. And then on the 29th, we have the War of Lost Hearts by the Bookish Box. It's the trilogy by what is her name? Carissa Broadbent that comes out. But as I said, I will be making a video. The more I think about it, I think it would be useful about all these special editions that come out. If some of you guys are also collecting special editions, I definitely feel like it could be a good way to round everything up, at least the information I have access to. So, calendar is done. Next thing, as always, is our habit tracker. So let's, oh my god, why am I so close to you guys? Like, hello? You can only see my forehead. Let's pick a color. I'm gonna go for brown this month because earth tones feels like a vibe. So, going off of the goals I told you guys about, the first thing is reading. I want to check off the days where I do indeed read to see how consistent I am and to make it to my goal of 8 books. Love that for us. Then we're gonna track our exercise rings on my watch. So close, all, rings. I am getting very good at this, at getting at least 25 minutes of exercise per day. A lot of it is working, like walking around, like to and from work and all of that. So that's good. Another great goal. I want to get back into vlogging and making video content, so I'm going to track vlogging this month because it's easier to see how many times in a week I vlog, but I will want to be consistent with everything YouTube related. I don't know why that was so hard. Next thing is going to be going to bed before 11 p.m. And the last habit we're going to track is getting up before 7. Voila, the month is September. There's really not much to see here, but yeah, if my camera will focus, these are the habits. Voila, and my goal is to read 8 books, so that's kind of what correlates with my reading. And that's pretty much all the planning we are going to do. I am considering starting using the Fairy Loot planner that I got in my Babel box when I unboxed it, which is like a book tracker. If I do use it, I think I will show you guys in my fall reset, just because I don't know exactly how I want to use this yet, and it's not usually part of my routine. So, but like it, you know, my week at a glance, I can track my habits, the books I buy, the books I read, all of that. I have been getting out, unfortunately, of, you know, book journaling in general, and I'm trying to get back into it. I know I've been promising you guys a stationery haul, but I have been accumulating a few more things from companies I never heard of to showcase to you guys, and then we're gonna start the bullet journal journey once again. So that was it for planning. Let's move on to, I guess, the 2 final sections, because I forgot one, which is going to be prepping snacks and like stuff like that. So basically I make those veggie and fruit trays, and we're gonna make one. So I'm gonna insert that footage and count it as planning and organizing. So enjoy that footage, and I'll see you back here to talk about monthly favorites. So it is time to round out this video and talk about monthly favorites. So without further ado, let's hop on in. First, we always talk movies and TV shows. I have yet to watch Heartstopper season 2, so I just want to say that I have not, which is why I haven't talked about it yet, but I have a feeling I'm gonna love it, so that's another plan for September. But that's what I want to watch, and the new seasons of Young Sheldon. If you are new here, I am a super fan of Big Bang Theory and adore Young Sheldon, so I want to watch the new seasons when they come out. I am currently, though, rewatching The Office for the, I don't even know how many times now. Like I don't even know what's the rewatch, but I'm currently loving it. It's really good for my mental health. It's funny, it's light, it's something I'm familiar with, so that's kind of what's happening. Obviously with my, I think, 10th rewatch of Big Bang Theory for the year, so love that for me. As for YouTube creators, I haven't really watched anyone new this month. I go through phases where I go back to my comfort booktubers, and then some months where I just watch a bunch of new people. I think I've been watching a lot of my favorites, so Gavin at How to Train Your Gavin, Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte, Becca from Becca in the Books, Jade from Jade Berry Reads, Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction. I am watching a lot and catching up on books like Whoa, which I love. Mara is an iconic booktuber, I love her. And I'm watching a lot of Jan Angton. I can never say her last name. She is definitely one I've been binging her content, like all her vlogs constantly. There's just something about her cramming vlogs, which I want to try and do at some point because it looks fun. I just love her content. She is a very, very fun and down-to-earth booktuber, and her boyfriend are precious. So definitely a booktuber I can get behind, and she has like 6K, so she's like big, but I feel like she's not well known enough in the community, so check her out. For music, I went to the Lasso Festival, which is the country festival here in Montreal. It is the 2nd edition that happened this past August. I am the biggest country fan. It's pretty much all I listen to, except for sad folk music. So music, like songs I've specifically been enjoying, some have to do with Lasso, others no, but Elle King was one of the singers at Lasso, and she sang Jersey Giant, and since then it's been on repeat all the time. The song Everyone Who Falls in Love, and there's also, I don't remember who the singer is at, but Everyone Who Falls in Love, iconic. There's also the song Strawberry Queen, which is by another singer who I'm blanking on, but is also Chef's Kiss. And a song that kind of went viral on TikTok is Eulogy for Nobody. That song is sad, but I love it. It's beautiful. If you pay attention to the lyrics, it makes you think about a lot of things. It's my kind of music. As for food, the vegetables from my garden are popping off. I feel like everything is ready at the same time. We're speaking radish, cucumbers, carrots, like the whole thing. Lots of tomatoes, lots of peppers, and it's great. It's lovely. I also have been really enjoying corn on the cob, cooked on the barbecue with some meat. Like, that's the food that's been hitting lately. As for activity, it definitely has to be Lasso that takes the cake. That was a great weekend, even if it rained for an entire day. I saw Chris Stapleton live. It was the best time of my life. Absolutely adored it. As for favorite book, honestly, I haven't really read that much in August and nothing is standing out. I will say that The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, I got to part 4. It's getting really good. Shit is hitting the fan every chapter now, so I'm 100% invested. It's been a really fun journey, so that would have to be my favorite book. Videos to film, I really enjoyed filming everything related to like my new journey with subscription boxes, so that subscription box unboxing and my haul showcasing all the subscription editions I was able to get in the past months that I'm really grateful I get to add to my collection. Spoiler alert, a lot of the bookshelf that is going to be here, I want like my books with sprayed edges, so everything to be facing out in that kind of vibe if it works out. So I'm excited to put all of that together and make more content surrounding special editions. And I added an other category to talk about other things that I've been enjoying, things I purchased, whatever. And what I want to talk about this month is book merch. So first off, I mentioned we were going to talk about Biblio Styles. I have 2 of her shirts. One of them is in the wash, so I will add a picture here. But the other shirt I have is actually a hoodie, which is Levi's Cat Cafe, and both of the merch I was able to get in her Imperfect drop she had back in like end of June. Were Ali Hazelwood themed. I freaking love Ali Hazelwood, all of her books, especially Love Theoretically. I don't have that merch yet. I have some for Love on the Brain and Love Hypothesis. This is like the comfiest book merch I've ever worn. It is beautiful. It stays on, like, it stays so nice even if you wash it. And honestly, the embroidery, like, it is wonderful. Her merch is really hard to get. She works in drops and things go out of stock in like 2 minutes, so I will be trying my hardest to get stuff on the 8th, but it's not for sure. But I wanted to share because, like, come on, there's freaking cats on this sweater. It is iconic. I get mine in large, but I could go up to extra large if I wanted to, just for reference. And I also got from Threaded by Sabrina, which is another very popular embroidery shop. I got a Fourth Wing sweater. I have not read Fourth Wing. One, I am convinced is going to be a 5-star read. I am going to read it this fall. I have pre-ordered a alternate dust jacket. Like, it's a whole thing. But also, I just really like the aesthetic of dragons. So even if I don't like Fourth Wing, I don't really care because this sweater is iconic. So it says a wing leader. It has a beautiful dragon and says Fourth Wing. Like so. I will say this is comfortable, but it's not as thick as the Biblio style sweater, and I could probably size up even more. This again is a large, and when I do order from her again, because I will, because she does wonderful stuff, I'm gonna get extra large. So if you look like me and you like your sweaters to be a little bit oversized, I highly recommend. But I've been enjoying book merch like this that is very casual, that you can wear out and about without it being too like in your face. And I'm just very happy to have these feathers for the fall. So that is it for my reset. I hope you guys enjoyed and it motivated you to maybe get on your reset if you haven't already. And also I hope you were excited for the content to come, especially that fall reset when we're gonna decorate, have a bookish day, get ourselves a new bookshelf and all of that. That should be coming mid to end of September. Till then, I will see you in new videos. I'm gonna film that subscription video I just talked about, and yeah, I'm very excited to chat with you guys, go live, chat with you guys, and have a great time this month. So bye guys, happy reading. Thank you for being here.